how these expectations are actually that we desire to happen in our lives, and that it doesn't matter which slightly never turns out or happens in the way that we
tell by your smile you hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah, you were impressed, couldn't leave me alone. Text me every time that you pick up the phone, and I had control.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to A Woman's Empire. I hope you are all doing well, and I'm here today to talk a little bit more about expectations and how these expectations are actually causing us to prevent us or to slow down our process, to delay everything that we actually want in our lives, and how that comes into place and how that as well plays out in our experience. So we all have expectations on things that we want to happen in our lives or things that we desire to happen in our lives. And it doesn't matter which area in your life that this is currently, or that you currently have expectations of outcomes and results that that you want for yourself, for your business, for your relationship, for your friendships. We all do this as well on a subconscious level. Like, we rarely get motivated if we do not have a certain expectation to a certain topic in our lives. And the funny thing is about these expectations, it's that it slightly never turns out or happens in the way that we imagine it to happen, or in the timeline that we imagine it to happen, because with every expectation that we make for ourselves, there is subconsciously and immediately an attachment of doubt and fear that what we want is not going to happen. So the bigger these topics in your life are displaying right now, the more emotional charge you have on these topics in your life right now, the higher the potential that you are causing yourself to doubt that they will ever happen in the way that you desire for them to happen. And it's that doubt, it's that fear, or it's that limiting belief that is causing us to start a process of delay, in which we will maybe gain a little bit momentum by thinking about what it is that we desire and what we expect or what we want for ourselves. But that the more momentum we give to the doubt that is coming with it as well, in having the fear that it might not be happening or it might not happen at all, is actually what's causing the delay. So how can we transform that, or how can we come to a point where we are not standing in our own way, and how can we drop these expectations? Like, it's very hard, especially when you are in a business or you are in a relationship and you have a certain expectation where that should go, to let go, especially if it's very important for you. Like, for example, having a certain target in your business, and your business is very important to you, so you want to get towards that target, or you want to make it happen. Or, for example, a lot of people who want to have children and start having children. Like, how can I not expect me getting pregnant, for example? Like, how can I not expect, because it's such an important thing that needs to happen in my life, or I believe needs to happen right now in my life. So how do we let go of that emotional charge when especially these things are so important at certain times? And the same as with financial stability. Like, how do I let go of the expectation of earning money when this is exactly the thing that is providing me to survive or to sustain in this world? And how do I get rid of my fears and of my doubts when all I see around me is that there's nothing on my bank account, or I'm still not getting pregnant, or I'm still not having the relationship that I want? How do I get there from here? And the easiest way to do this is actually to look at areas in your life where you attached a certain feeling with that outcome that you actually want to happen, because every expectation is also connected on one way on a doubt and a self limiting belief, but it's also connected to a certain desired state of being, a certain desired state of emotional feeling. And what is that, or what would that emotional feeling be? Like, I can imagine having, for example, a baby. It would give you so much joy and happiness and bliss and the feeling of a family, of starting a family. So which area in your life are you already experiencing these feelings? Can you look at those areas in your life, and can you look at your own family, or can you look at with friends or with other children that you have in your life, where you do have already that feeling of it being a family, it giving you joy, it giving you some kind of security? Can you tap into that feeling, and can you connect with it every day? And the same thing is, for example, in business or for money, that when you do not see physically money on your bank account, are there other areas in your life where you feel rich, where you can already tap into the feeling of being rich, of feeling freedom, of feeling exhilaration, of feeling abundance? So make it more general, instead of zooming in on this very little topic or very little area in your life that you are currently experiencing some kind of lack, and you have an expectation of something being filled in. Because as well, what is very important to know is that you can have a desire that comes from something that, from your gut, and you don't know how to explain, but it's just there, and it makes you feel very vibrant and exhilarating and very joyous, and it makes your heart skip a beat. Or you can have as well a need, because you feel lack at the moment in certain areas of your life, and there is the need to fill up that void. So there has to happen something from outside, or external circumstances have to change, or external people have to change in order for you to fill up that void and feel okay. But that's not the kind of expectation that you want to put on yourself, because that expectation comes from and is dependent on external factors in the world, which we have no control over anyway. So the best way to integrate whatever it is, and to lower the barrier of resistance on your expectations, is to already tap into the feeling that this expectation would bring you when you would finally receive it, by tapping into that feeling in areas of your life that you already feel these feelings that you connected to this other expectation. And from the moment that you can connect to the feeling, and you feel the feeling, and you really, really embody the feeling, and you feel the exhilaration of that certain area in your life where you already have stability, safety, security, freedom, joy, abundance, richness, health, all these things, then you will become as well an energetic match to that, what it is that you truly desire and that you actually want to manifest in your life. And this is such a powerful tool to use for you, and to do it at least like 5 minutes a day, to just connect with feelings that you feel on the inside in certain areas of your life where you do feel the satisfaction of it already, where you had evidence that you already manifested things in your life which you were also having first a desire for, and then doubt, and then you saw that doubt was exactly the thing that made it delay, and all of a sudden it manifested. But when it manifested, I'm definitely sure, if you have this experience, it did exactly at a moment in time that you were not really expecting it at all, or that you were focused on something else, or that you suddenly found yourself in a different state of mind where you didn't put so much emotional charge to that topic anymore, and you found exhilaration and abundance and joy in another moment. And that can be sitting with friends and having a nice dinner, that can be being with your family, it can be having a new job opportunity and suddenly the other job comes through. It can be so many different things, but just don't make it that hard on yourself and don't beat yourself up because it's not there yet. Because the only reason it's not there yet is because you cannot find a feeling within yourself, and you expect the thing or the outcome to fill up something that is not there yet, but it has to be there first in order for it to show in your experience. So I want to challenge you right now for today or tomorrow, whenever you have time, to make a list of things that don't really matter to you that much, or you don't have a lot of emotional charge over it, but they matter to you enough to think about them, write them down, and then just let them go, put it in your drawer again, and then the next day check how many of these things came into your experience. And I'm sure that out of 10 of these things that you wrote down, there are more than 5 who appeared in your experience already, and if not, the other ones will the next day. And the sooner you stop thinking about them, the sooner they will come into your life. And this can be like what you want to eat, or a certain car that you want to see that day, or it doesn't matter what it is, but it will come. I can absolutely assure you of this. So try it and let me know in the comment below what your experience was, and I will be happy to see you in one of our next episodes. Bye bye, love you.